All right, well, it's time to wake up.
Hey!
All right, well, it's time to,
do what?
I have no transition, so let me do it. All right. Jim, on the topic of weird sounds.
Yes, Uncle Huck.
And weird visions, AEW Dynamite aired last night as we are recording. I watched it this morning before we recorded. And they took place from... Where was it?
They took place, they took money from these people.
Hold on, you know what? I got to find something real quick. Where were they last night?
They were in Des Moines, Iowa. And boy, howdy. I don't know if you can't get over in Des Moines. I mean, there's fine folks in Des Moines. I've been there a time or two. But it's not like this is Las Vegas or LA. If you get a cold crowd in Des Moines, you can't impress a lot of fucking people.
Well, I guess they were in Council Bluffs, Iowa for Collision on Saturday.
Oh, good Lord.
And Kosha Irby, who is the COO of AEW, tweeted out, Council Bluffs is home to fantastic fans, a charming city, and a subpar venue partner. For those who chose AEW Collision on TV or in person, thank you.
Wow, wait a minute.
And then someone responded, hold on, superb, I think is what you were going for. And he put a GIF here that says, I said what I said. So the COO put down the venue in Council Bluffs.
I was about to say, the new guy in charge is already knocking the fucking buildings in Iowa. Wait till he starts dealing with the people in fucking Pennsylvania. You know, I think, where is Sioux City?
It's in Iowa, isn't it?
Well, there's two. There's Sioux City, Sioux. There's a Sioux City, Iowa, and there's a Sioux City, South Dakota. I think in the miserable days of WCW, when they were just sending us to fucking places that have never heard of us before. We were on the tour. I think if Sioux City was the home of Ann Landers, then that's the one I think or Deer Abbey, one or the other. That's the one that did well. But we were out in the middle of fucking Midwest for 4 or 5 days in a row. Me, Bobby Eaton, Stan Lane, and Dick Murdoch.
She's from Sioux City, Iowa. Correct.
Okay. Well,
Deer Abbey.
We were in a building that was older than Deer Abbey, and that one sold out. But it was these towns, I don't even know what the fuck, when we got there, I swear to God. We got out of the airport and got in a rental car, me and Bobby, Stan, Dick, and as we're driving to what is supposed to be the highway to take us to downtown, there is the airport motel and restaurant. You know how we knew what it was? Because there was a building that said motel and a building that said restaurant. That was the only signage whatsoever. And that was the only thing I think we saw for the next fucking 10 miles till we got into town. They just put their airport out in the middle of a fucking field. So the point is, this sounded in a lot of cases through this program like they were doing this in a library or a non-crowded theater. Didn't it to the point where there was some echo when Nana would yell, whose house? Empty house.
All I kept thinking was if I was there and I started making bird noises, I could take over the show. If you just sat in the back and while a match was happening or a promo, that Swerve promo, the crowd went silent. I mean, I know they were listening, but traditionally there are ways that wrestling fans listen and somehow still make some noise or breathe or move or whatever it is.
Well,
if you just sat there and went, and then someone else started doing it, everyone at home would hear you and it would take off and become a thing.
You know, somebody ought to bring the cartoon recording of the sunrise over the farm. Can
you imagine if these fans were like the French fans and singing? They would take over the entire show.
But they don't care that much.